What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Mark? Man, what's up with you, bro?
Nothing much.
Labor Day Monday.
Nothing much, man. Good time. We got that first real week one down out the way. Sort of, kind of. I mean, we got a game today, but yeah, for real. We got some good football, man, to watch. Thank God it's back.
Boy, hey, man, it was a great start off. Great start off. A lot of surprises, you know what I mean? But hey, bro, let's kick it off, man. Let's kick it off, bro. Let's kick it off, man. First, I want to say, man, what happened to Florida? What happened to Florida, man?
Your guess is better than mine, man. As best as mine. I don't know, though. I mean, they haven't fixed anything that look like it. They have the same problems on defense. They still got that stagnated offense. They didn't do too much of anything on offense. I mean, you know what happens in the SEC. If you don't grow, if you don't get better, we already know. I mean, they were already chanting fire Bill Napier. So
but they hey, man, to be real with you, Mark, man, I'm surprised he's still in the building. I thought they was gonna disable his badge immediately after the game and escort him to his office, put your stuff in the boxes, and please follow me right here. That's what I thought you do, bro.
Right. Give me your access card. All that.
Yeah. Well, you can keep access card. We just disabled. You can keep it, bro. You can keep it, man. Bro, I mean, they scored 41-17. But it seemed like it was so much worse.
It really did, man. It was just terrible play all around. I mean, it started off good. The defense started off good. They were flying around the ball. Once again, the defense themselves, the players themselves were flying around the ball. I mean, it looked like bad coaching to me. Once again, you know, putting them in the wrong situation at times. I mean, I'm not going to downplay Cam Ward because he is a star, you know, the quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes. You know, the young brother balled out. He definitely did that, man, throwing for 385 yards, 3 touchdowns. So he definitely balled out. He said he always wanted to be an SEC quarterback, but it didn't work out per se. But, you know, he get to play SEC teams, you know, in Miami. So, yeah, he's definitely come a long way. But Florida, man, definitely, they look the same, man. I mean, after 4 years, it's the same thing. So we know what's coming, no doubt about it. He might not make it to the end of the year.
Like I said, I'm surprised today he's still there. But I'm gonna say this about Cam. You know what I mean? The one thing about him that scares me, and we'll talk about it right after this. I mean, just more about what we see Miami at, but he's so calm. Like whatever Florida threw at him, it did not matter, bro. It did not matter. Like he was so calm when he was breaking out of the pocket. He'd just slow stretch, get out of bounds. Like it wasn't nothing to the point where, Mark, you know this. You know, the more you play in the games at that level, you know what I mean. We all happen at in part when it get to middle school, to high school, to college. Once you get to that point, the game slow down to you. It's unstoppable. The game to slow down for him, bro.
Yeah, you become undangerous.
Yeah, you can see it. He wasn't rattled at all, bro. He was just so calm to the point where, first of all, that comes to the mental reps he probably been getting, film study, knowing what I gotta do, what my reads is, what my hots is, bro. It almost like it was just too slow for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's been around the block, you know, sort of say, because I watched him last year when he played at Washington State, and I was amazed at his play last year, to tell you the truth. So I liked how he played last year. He threw a perfect ball, pretty spiral. His accuracy was good, ball placement was good. So I was amazed watching him last year. You know, just to know he came from Washington State. Before Washington State, he was at Incarnate Ward. You know? Yeah. So he's been around. Like I said, he's been around a while. So I mean, like you just said, that comes from those mental reps. You know, those game time situations. So he's been here before. You know, so I mean, his professionalism on the field, as far as standing in the pocket and being aware, knowing what's around you, using your peripheral vision to know that you can move that, at what pace you can move it because you can see the field. The game has slowed down for him. So, yeah, I mean, bro definitely has upped his stock.
Yeah,
in the NFL.
Yep, he has, bro. So now I'm gonna say this, man. Was it more dominant? And we're not gonna be able to tell to probably like the next couple of weeks. But was it more Miami dominance over Florida, or just Florida just y'all not it, man?
I think it was a combination of both because two things can be right. So yeah, I think it definitely was Miami being Miami, and like I said, both coaches are from the umbrella tree of Nick Saban, Roll Tide. So yeah, you got to get in there, man. Come on. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Bill Napier though. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like I say, Miami, they definitely they're playing top tier. You can see their defense balling. Like I said, they running to the ball, covering their fits. I mean, like I say, you have Cam Ward, plus you have McCormick, the tight end who's been playing for 9 years. So, I mean, that's basically
dominating.
Exactly.
I mean, bro.
Those are veterans. You know what I'm saying? They got a halfway NFL team. With those type of numbers. But yeah. So yeah, that with them and their professionalism and their degree of how long they've been playing the game, plus Florida's terrible coaching job, and they no momentum. They haven't progressed at all, man. They like I say it's a combination of both, man. But shout out to the Hurricanes. I'm definitely giving them their flowers. And Florida in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, and you said something, bro, that led to this video I want to show you, man, about Florida. And you said Florida. I mean, you said Miami being Miami. I mean, not Florida. I mean Miami. But what you said about Miami being Miami. And one thing we learned from Miami, and we grew up in an era where this was actually happening, how they confidence level coming out with full fatigue. You know what I mean? Saying, hey, we're gonna kick your ass and before the game, and we're gonna tell you during the game, we're gonna tell you after the game. So I'm gonna show you the video of the confidence that matches the Miami, you know what I mean, the old school, the way Miami used to roll. And this was, let me make sure, where's it at? Oh, here you go. This is Miami's players after the game talking to the recruits of Florida. Hey, don't my Miami, bro.
Oh man, that's all Miami there. That is their swag all day long. That's them. So, but hey, they need to pay them players just for shaking their hands, because I bet you the way football goes, I bet you 3 or 4 of those recruits gonna change. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, flip.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. You see that performance go on, so yeah. They owe them
confidence. Hey, we finna go to y'all recruits right now. We in y'all house. Oh yeah. Hey, they should have had the recruits on their sideline. Not where they walk past them. Nah, bro. I bet they won't miss that mistake up again.
Yeah. That's what they do. They bring them close to the field to get that game like field going on. So yeah, it backfired though. It definitely did that.
Hey, I got one more, bro. I got one more, man. Oh, I got one more, bro. This is Miami catching the Gator.
Got him. Got him. Yeah, shout out to Pops, man. Shout out to Pops. Doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the family. Yeah. Yeah, that's all day long. We know about that all day long now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man. The U has taken over. I mean,
the U has, hey, boy, they didn't let that's what's so crazy about it. And I gotta pull it up here, man. But now the one thing you don't want to give Miami is confidence.
Man.
You just gave them confidence. It's a problem. And the next 1, 2, 3. The next 2 or 3 games is in the state of Miami. I mean, state of Florida. I'm sorry, state of Miami. Excuse me, state of Florida.
Yeah,
they play Florida. They play Florida A&M next, which we know what kind of game that is.
Mm-hmm.
They play Ball State, then they play University of South Florida.
No. So they got to leave the state. So they're not leaving the state until they 4-0 after 4 weeks.
Well, I mean, no, not actually, because they play Virginia Tech at home. Right after that. So what Florida just messed up is y'all just gave this team confidence like crap, man. And to the point goes my next question. Is University of Miami the top of the ACC?
No doubt about it. Hands down, they are the top. I mean, we asked this question last week, and I said, like I said, I see it Miami and then UNC. UNC is definitely out of the picture now. Their quarterback got hurt, Max Johnson got hurt. So I mean, it's definitely Miami at this point in time. Who's going to stop them? And they're at the top of the ACC and they're at the top of Florida. You know, Florida State definitely is. I don't think they're up there with Miami at this point in time at all, losing to Georgia Tech. We'll see how that pans out later on. I mean, Georgia Tech definitely probably they're not a slouch, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes. But Miami's at the top of Florida and the ACC at this point in time.
I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can really see Miami going 6-0 right now. I'm gonna read off there. I kind of read off most of their schedule. The next 5 games, they got Florida A&M, they got Ball State, South Florida, Virginia. Then Virginia Tech come home to them. Then they got Cal. I can see them Nets really. I can really see them going 5 to 6-0 before they. Then after that they got Louisville at Louisville. Then they got Florida State home. Now that's another problem because Florida State coming to y'all house. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother. And is Florida State really going to be able to recover? That's going to be very interesting to say. But we're going to find out that shorter because they play tonight.
And then they have Duke, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, and Syracuse. They can go undefeated. They can. Yeah, they really can. They really can. And that's what if you empower Miami. Now, if you we already said about 3 or 4 of them crews might flip. All right. Just off of that persona that they just got. Yeah, exactly. Go undefeated.
Let them get into October, they undefeated.
That 3 or 4 turn to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah, no doubt about it. Hands down. And you'll be hearing the U is back.
So bro. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, bro. That's why I looked at Miami. We talked about Miami right before we got off the on our last ones. Like, how do we see Miami? You know what I mean? And they beat down the SEC team, bro. And
they did. And it looks bad. It looks bad for Florida.
Bad. Yeah.
And the SEC. And you know, one thing, the SEC has a love-hate relationship with each other, teams, from team to team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, I definitely might not like Auburn, but But you know how me and you would be after the game, like, man, how did y'all let them score this? Why were y'all in that defense? Why would they do
Yep.
that? What type of
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a love hate type thing.
Yeah.
Like, wow, how you gonna lose to an ACC school?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Like Florida,
Yep.
how would you? I mean, even though it is Miami at the end of
Yeah,
the day,
and that's an interstate beef between them,
no doubt about
Florida
it.
State. It's like a three-way beef with all of them. So that's even deeper than the SEC and ACC.
Right, but just to get beat down,
Yeah,
41-17. That's
yeah,
just that's
yeah,
terrible, unheard of.
yeah.
At this point in your career as Coach Napier, you definitely cannot take no L's like that. At this point in time, you're supposed to, like I said, progress, and you haven't. I know what's coming. I can hear Paul Feinbaum there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But man, let's switch gears, bro. And let's talk about this Notre Dame and Texas A&M game. The first question I got, and I put it on our ticket at the bottom, is: do you see, was that Texas A&M win? Was that enough to kind of give Marcus, you know what I mean, Marcus Freeman one more year on his contract? Because I said he was on a hot seat. Remember, I already said, I said, man, I'm a little nervous because they don't never them big games. And before I hand it over to you, I'm gonna say the reason I say is that enough for off his job for this one game first. Because look at it, I'm gonna read out the remainder of their schedule. I'll just kind of go down the line. They got Northern Illinois, they got Purdue, they got Miami, Ohio, Louisville, Stanford. Then before they even get to Georgia Tech. Now Georgia Tech, we're gonna see what they really is about. Then they got Navy, they got Florida State. We're gonna see what they're about. They got Virginia, Army. Their last game is at USC. So now, I as of right now, as we stand, if they're able to beat Texas A&M, which they did, and if they're able to beat USC, I don't see them losing none of those other games. I'm unsure about how the Florida State rebound, but I'm gonna hand it off to you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think Marcus Freeman was on the hot seat. Like we spoke of last time. I don't think he's on the hot seat.
Yeah.
He hadn't been there that long. And they've been doing pretty good. So I think he's safe. Definitely right now at this point in time. Definitely after beating Texas A&M, he's definitely safe. They haven't won. I think they haven't beat an SEC school since like 07.
Mm-hmm.
So that definitely saved your job. You know, at that point in time, because that's saying that Brian Kelly didn't do that. So,
we're gonna talk about Brian Kelly next. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely think he's in definitely a great position at this point in time. Yeah, I think he's okay. Even I mean, it looked good for him, and once again, it was terrible for Texas A&M. Texas A&M, they have some work to do. Because, like I said, it was a good game. Notre Dame, their defense looked good.
Oh yeah, Texas A&M looked good. I mean, they did.
They
were a dog fight. You know what I mean?
Texas A&M did. Their defense did look good too, and their skill position, the runners. Everybody looked good, but their quarterback, Connor Wegman, he went like 12 for 30, like 100 yards. He put him in a terrible position. You know, so I mean, that's exactly why they lost the game right there, you know, in itself, in a nutshell. So it was a good game, definitely, but Texas A&M could have definitely did more to win the game. I mean, because they barely did anything.
Yeah. It was a dog fight of a game. Obviously the final score was 23-13, but that score, that was last 5 minutes of the game before it got to that point. You know what I mean? Because they were tied, then Notre Dame scored, it went up 7, and then they weren't able to move the ball again. They got the ball back, kicked that field goal. You know what I mean? So it's really those completing the game. They really can complete that game. Notre Dame closed them out. They did what they supposed to do. Their defense stepped up like they supposed to. You know what I mean? So I think he's safe right now, like you said. If he'd have lost, if it'd have been on the other side, it might have been he might would have survived this year, but he'll kind of be like them eyebrows raised, like, shoot, they see our guy going forward. You know what I mean? Because you look at it, this is third year. And with college football and Notre Dame, they play everybody because they not really solidified under a conference and all that type of crap. So you got to be able to win games like that. You know what I mean? Because y'all used to have they used to have 1 or 2 hard games a year. The rest of them are cupcakes. That's why Brian Kelly has all them wins, because a lot of them is cupcake games. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want to be honest with you. So, I mean, by him winning the game, I think he gave him another 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely
USC at the end. He's gonna be hands off. He's gonna be hands off.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Let me tell you something. USC look good.
Oh yeah,
USC has some ballers, boy, on that team.
Yep. So that's what we're gonna go next. And the one thing what I always be saying about, and being you both, they ain't got no defense over there. You know what I mean? Like, even just on that west side, they don't have defense over there. Well,
they playing
defense now. You know what I mean? They play some defense.
They sure will. They play some good defense, and I was surprised. I mean, at the same time, LSU had a stagnant offense. Running. I'm so tired of seeing that draw. If you line up and run that damn draw again one more time, come on. Anybody can see that she coming from a mile away. Don't run the.
Hey, you got to only spend like 10 minutes watching film to see that.
Man, come! I'm telling you, they line up. You're like, here comes the draw. Yeah, you can see it. It's coming. So that's the only formation y'all gonna run. That's the only run play y'all have at this point in time. That's why they flying off the ball. Their defense, their DBs were making the tackles on the QB draw. On the draw.
That's a problem.
Exactly, that's man. It's like everybody knows what's coming. So why are we still lining up running this same dormant play?
Yep.
And so, I mean, their defense did good. It was like I said, it was some lackluster play calling from the offensive coordinator for LSU. But USC definitely had some ballers, man, some receivers. They made some spectacular catches. That one of the catches might be the catch of the year already by Conley. But man, it's like all these players. You hear where they came from. It just makes me think. I know this off subject. It just made me think. What is Dabo thinking? Talking about he's not going in the portal. Like all these ballers. So you missing that
after this? Yeah,
you missing that on all these players. It don't make no sense.
Yep. I mean, so I'm gonna say this, and because we went from talking about Notre Dame to this, and so that's why I linked these two together, because Brian Kelly was he was the Notre Dame head coach 3 years ago. Then he left them high and dry right before that bowl game.
Got out.
You know what I mean? And then came to LSU. And first of all, he hasn't won a season opener. That's first thing. He hasn't won a season opener at LSU. That's the first problem. Second problem is, what did I just read off when we talked about Notre Dame? And I read off their schedule. He's been having them schedules like that since he was there. They have about 2 games hard a year. He can't hit them 2 games hard a year, but everybody else. Oh man, they still won 10 games. I mean, who did they play? You know what I'm saying? So now you can't hide from that in the SEC. Now, obviously, USC is not an SEC team, so you thought you was going to get the last 2 or 3 years of Lincoln Riley, where they had no defense and you could just do what you want to do. Nah, bro. USC didn't tighten it up. You know what I mean? Because they've been getting that heat on them. So now, Brian Kelly, you are on the hot seat. I'm calling him on the hot seat, bro. Because y'all did all that to get Brian Kelly. You got a whole bunch of other people that was more qualified in SEC play to be on the SEC staff. You left your team high and dry before a bowl game, but it's okay when a coach do it, but when a fan see a player do it, I'm holding out for the draft. They torture.
Mm-hmm.
He getting what he want. He getting what he deserves right now. So
Now he definitely left. He left Notre Dame because of that same reason, like you just said. He knew that he wasn't. He knew he was a winning coach, and with all those stats adding up, but he knew he wasn't winning the big game. So he left there to come to the SEC to see if he could really do it, to prove it to himself, basically. Yeah, I mean, tell you the truth, LSU fans, they were kind of calling for his head last year.
It's coming. You know that we born in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? We know the fans would tell the school what to do as far as athletics.
No doubt about it. Hands down.
They tell and they listen because they know we ain't finna. They put their heat on you.
Yeah, man, and I mean, it was bad, man. Like I said, LSU, their defensive coordinator. I mean, like I said, they had lackluster play calling on the offense side. Their defensive coordinator put them in some terrible position. Like I said, I don't know. He was running man coverage, blitzes, but it was like say on the goal line. He's running at the wrong time. They had the wide receiver wide open. He was just picking them apart. They could have won the game easily. And guess what happened? They came down to the 2 minute, and what did they do? This man took about 80 yards, dink and dunk down the field, 80 yards. You just sitting back there letting them catch the ball. No pressure.
Yep.
I mean, they did it to themselves, man. They had them outflanked. I mean, they were running draws too. They were running like a delayed draw that kept killing LSU.
Because they were stuck in man coverage. And so remember what we've been talking about. You know what I mean? And you're a defensive guy. You play college ball. That it's certain times you run man coverage, but you better abuse it because you get caught in at the wrong time, you're gonna get torched. Look at Colorado. They got torched because they were running man coverage way too much. Look at Florida. They got caught in man coverage too much. Now look at this situation, this game.
Yep. They sure was. I mean, I don't know what he was trying to prove. Yeah, your DBs can play with the wide receiver. I mean, and it was. I mean, they were going back and forth because, like I said, you know, some of the USC wide receivers made some spectacular plays, but their DBs were playing up too. LSU DBs. So, but like I said, I mean, he definitely should have done. Me personally, he should have done more on zone blitzing than he was with man blitzing because, like I said, he was leaving his players on the island and wide open, like I said. And I mean, the quarterback knew exactly where to go to. The USC quarterback knew exactly what to do. He played the game. He's been here before, so he was picking it apart. I mean, you have double wide, and nobody's on the second man in the slot. Nobody at all. So, and you have a lineman to drop in the flat to cover, man. He just running the curl. They run the curl right behind him, right in the open fields, like 10, 15 yards every time. So it was easy to pick apart. And they stayed in the same deep, ran the same blitzes all game long.
So, it's sad, man. I mean, I don't understand it, man. Like I love man, but you got to run at the right time. And then if you're in the right zone, like you can't run the zone too many times. So I mean, look at this.
You got to switch it up.
One thing we do know is quarterbacks coming out nowadays are athletic, not just sitting in the pocket. You know what I mean, for 50 throws. Can't run a 5.3 40. No, those days are gone.
No.
These dudes, if you leave with a little wiggle room and you drop back, if you drop straight man coverage, you turn your back to the quarterback is following you.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
You turn your back. Okay, this is over. You ain't paying attention. I'm going ahead, get my first down, reset down, let's get back on the ball.
Yeah, they teaching them that, you know, on the offensive side of the ball. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to switch it up, man. You can't run the same thing all game long. I mean, anybody will pick that apart. Definitely in today's game. You know, you got idiots you playing.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So it was, like I said, it was a lot of bad coaching that I seen too this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not gonna put it all on the players, but I definitely seen some bad coaching this first week. Hopefully they'll get it all together. They better. They don't have no choice. Definitely SEC schools. You don't have no choice but to get it together.
And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Now, I'm calling an upset on one of their teams. It might be too early, so I'm not. I'll get your take on this. I'm gonna read off their next, 4 or 5 games. They got Nicholas. So that's one of the pay-for-play games. Then they got South Carolina. They got USC. Then they got South Alabama. Then they roll into Ole Miss.
Who scheduled this again?
It's LSU schedule.
Oh, okay.
Nicholas, LSU. Nicholas, South Carolina, USC. No, not USC. I'm sorry, UCLA. UCLA, South Alabama, and then Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's so they can probably go into before they get to Ole Miss, they probably should be 4-1. Hopefully, just depending on South Carolina, I don't think they look too explosive.
I mean, I hope
UCLA did already against Hawaii.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
Yeah.
So I mean, we shall see. I mean, LSU should definitely beat them though. Those teams, those 4 teams until they get to Ole Miss is if I'm tell you, if they in that same defense that they played against USC with Lane Kiffin, it's over.
Lane Kiffin put up 69. I'm scared of Ole Miss right now.
Man, you better be.
Yeah, I'm scared of Ole Miss right now.
It's over. They run that same defense. It's over. Like I said, they put up 69 points. So Jackson Dart knows what he's doing. He's been here a while. They have a prolific offense. So they better get it together.
Yeah, I mean, so let me ask you something. With UCLA, I'm reading. I'm going to read off their schedule. I mean, they got a little. You know what? They probably gonna go a deep run until they get to Penn State. So I'm gonna read off their few schedules. They got Utah State next. They got Michigan, which Michigan we're gonna get into that Michigan piece later, but I think Michigan done this year. Then they got Wisconsin. Then they got Minnesota. Then they got Penn State.
UCLA.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what Wisconsin
look like this year. Yeah, they always were a sneaky team that they give you a lot of trouble. But they got a pretty decent schedule. Then they go play Maryland, Rutgers. The way they defense looking, man, I don't see they could go on a deep run, bro. They can go on a deep run.
Yeah, they could. It's possible.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I was so surprised by their defense. I'm like, is this now? Let me ask you this question: is that more LSU or did their defense really get good? Because they just gave some confidence, and the way I was seeing them hitting, you hitting like that, bro. I'm like, yeah, they've been in the lab.
Yeah, well, and the thing about USC, they've always had defensive players. They might not have had the whole 11 on the field at the same time. Yeah. They'll definitely produce a cornerback here, a linebacker there, a defensive lineman. So I mean, they look good. I definitely believe they look good. They were out there playing. I mean,
they was out there.
LSU was playing too, as far as like on offense goes. You could tell they big, strong, and fast. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's not the problem. Like I said, them just being out position or in the wrong position because the coaching is a different thing. So USC look good, man. I'm not gonna lie, they look good to me.
Yeah, they did, bro. They did, man. They did, man. Man, let's switch gears to Clemson, bro. Clemson and Georgia. Dabo. Dabo. I'm a nice guy, man. I'm a nice guy, Dabo. I'm a nice guy, man.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean, I just say this. Do you want me to help? Do you want me to help the staff put your stuff together in your office, or are you gonna do it? Because Dabo, if you ain't got the warning, if you don't see the writing on the wall, you out of there. You out of there, Dabo. Dabo done, bro. He done, bro. I'm going ahead and hand it to you, bro. He done. Matter of fact, hold on. Before I say that, I'm finna read off. I'm gonna tell you another reason what Dabo done. I'm finna read off their next few games. They got App State. You can't sleep on App State. They got NC State.
Can't sleep on
They got Stanford. Then they got Florida State, and then they got Wake Forest.
Yeah, now there's some tough games.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Dabo is done.
Yeah, man. If Dabo has a lackluster year, I say this: if he doesn't produce next year with with the game, yeah, I think they'll give him another year just because his longevity that he's been around. If he doesn't produce next year and he still has that same mentality that he's not taking NIL money and not going in the transfer portal, I told you they said there's only 2 schools who didn't go in the transfer portal. It's Clemson and the Academy, and the Army can't recruit. The Army can't recruit out of the portal. So if Dabo, if he does this again, he'll definitely be over it because you're getting lost in that means Father Time is catching up to you, and you're not adjusting and you're not changing with the seasons. So if he has another season like this one, if it's a lackluster one, yeah, he'll definitely be done.
Let me ask you this, Mark. Let me ask you a real question, bro. If he lose to App State, he still got a job?
Yeah, because App State is all right, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows, don't sleep on App State.
All right. You know what? I'm going to ask this better question then. If he go 0-4, do he still got a job?
It's over with. It's over with.
I need to know what your tolerance level is. Because I don't see past this year. But if he go 0-4, will he make it to the end of the year?
But see, they'll give it another year because, like I said, what he's done. He's been around for the school. So, yeah, but he just has a lot that's riding against him. You know, his recruiting at this point, like I said, not taking NIL, not going in the transfer portal. All that is a recipe for disaster in this day and age of football.
More, if he go 0-4,
it's over.
All right, he gone. If he don't even make it to a bowl game this year, he done. He done. I'm worried. So these like App State, NC State, Stanford, Florida State, and Wake Forest, I don't see him winning but one of those games, bro. And it's between Wake Forest and Stanford. I don't see him being NC State. I don't see him being. I'm calling the upset with App State. I think Florida State might get him. I don't see it, bro. I don't see him staying past this year. You know what's things that banks do when you like investment is going wrong? They usually cut bait. They usually cut their losses so they won't lose any more money. He's a loss about to cut, man.
Man, we shall see. It's definitely going to be a telling year.
Because I'm gonna tell you another thing. It ain't even, and you know this, and we kind of really talking around it, but it's not even just the wins and losses, bro. You're not even bringing in the top recruits because you ain't paying them. How long are you gonna tolerate that?
Yeah, I mean, you're not. How long is the school gonna tolerate?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be out of there. Like I said, he has too much working against him. He's not changing with the times.
And it's one ACC school. They need to thank Jesus. They need to thank they AD buy him dinner for the remainder of the year for not putting him on the schedule. And you know who the ACC school is? Miami. They do not have Miami on their schedule.
Oh yeah, that would have been embarrassing.
If Miami was to go to Clemson the way they did Florida, all they recruits that they invited is coming to Miami. They might say, you know what? Bring y'all and your family that came with y'all on our plane. We're going back to Miami.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing. No doubt about it. They did the right thing.
Tell us the price you want. That's what's going to happen.
Go? How did they not even play Miami, though?
I don't know. And that's why I just said they better thank they AD for not putting Miami on their schedule. It's the wrong year to play Miami. It's the wrong year to play Miami.
Yeah, they snuck out with that one. They got lucky. That's interesting.
And I'm gonna tell you who else they ducked and dodged on. They ain't got UNC.
I was just about to ask you if they had UNC on there.
Oh, I'll read the whole schedule. They got App State, NC State, Stanford, Florida State, Wake Forest, Virginia, Louisville, Virginia Tech, Pitt, the Citadel, and South Carolina.
Yeah, they need to take the Citadel off there. No doubt about it. Yeah, they dodging smoke.
They dodging smoke. Hey, that's what leave y'all AD get rid of Dabo. AD probably like, God damn, bro. I made this schedule about easy as I can make it, bro.
Right. Work with me.
Work with me, bro.
Yeah, help me help you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. Man.
They duck UNC and they duck UNC. I don't call Duke no threat, but they should have had UNC on their schedule. I don't know how they duck that smoke, and they duck Miami.
Both of them though. How you duck both of them though?
I'm telling, bro. They lucky they don't have Miami. If Miami would have took all their recruits. Miami, especially after they just beat Florida. So whoever's playing Miami at their house, you better protect your recruits that you got there. They better be on your sideline, nowhere the path of where Miami players walk to. If they walk out with a win, your recruits going on a plane.
Yeah, Florida and Clemson, they're gonna lose the most recruits this year.
So I mean, going back to the Clemson. I mean, a Georgia game. I mean, Georgia. I mean, they had whatever they want to have with them. You know what I mean? They did what. I mean, the beginning of the first half was slow, which is understandable because that was their first game. First half gonna be slow. You really don't know. I mean, you know what Dabo gonna run, but you still gotta get things clicking, bro. You know what I mean? They ain't really had no full. Both teams that had no full bumper to this game. You know what I mean? You don't have jamborees in college and all those type of shit. You don't have damn scrimmage other teams and stuff like that, like the NFL do, whatever. So I understand the first half, but the second half was just a dominance. I don't see what you see from Georgia. Georgia is what we already knew what Georgia was. You know what I mean? So do you think they're gonna maintain that longevity? Because they clicking.
I don't think that offense is as explosive as it once was. Definitely not at this point in time. I mean, of course, you lost, big pieces, like Lamb McConkey and Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not what it was. I think they are decent at this point in time. I mean, like you said, it was slow. The first half was a little slow on both sides. I mean, Clemson's defense does look decent. I will say that they do look decent. I just don't think Georgia has that firepower like they do. So I'm not necessarily that worried about them. I mean, now they Aaron Smith, number 11. Now he's a beast. He's fast. So they do have him. So we'll see as the season goes along. But they're okay right now. I'm not too worried about them.
I mean, like I said, I'm not. You know what? I mean, Georgia has been known to kind of start off slow starts on any game, though. You know what I mean? That's not something out of the norm with them. So, but they also lost a lot of players to the draft too. You know what I mean? They did lose. Remember, they lost I mean, he was a great tight end too. He was a great tight end, man.
Brock Bowers.
So they did lose some. They did lose some players. You know what I mean? Because of the draft and whatever. But I can tell you right now, one thing we can say opposite of Clemson, Georgia ain't ducking no smoke because
you can't.
They got you're right. You can't duck no smoke in the SEC. But they got Tennessee Tech next. Then it goes on a run. Kentucky, Alabama, Auburn, Mississippi State, Texas, Florida, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Then they take a break, then they got Massachusetts, then Georgia Tech.
Week 4. Now that's going to be a big week. Georgia and Alabama. Georgia coming to Tuscaloosa. That's going to be a major week. I mean, you know what? Bill Napier is done. I was just thinking about it. Pull up Florida schedule. Florida has a gauntlet. Florida has a tough schedule, boy.
All right, over there, they got Samford, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, UCF, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, then here with Florida State.
Ooh, it is over with. Yeah, you might as well go and pack up them bags now, my boy. Napier's out of there, boy. Man, it is only gonna get uglier from here, boy.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. And you know something more, man. Let me say this, bro. So when you look at the SEC coaches we got now, you know what I mean, across the whole SEC, it's starting to be a shift of new coaches, new coordinators getting those opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Think about it. Like, really, I think like Kirby Smart and Lane Kiffin is probably the oldest ACC coaches now.
SEC
coach. Yeah, like as far as like being around the SEC a long time. And I mean, you could throw Hugh Freeze in there, but he did, you know what I mean? But if you look at like longest tenure SEC coaches currently right now, I think it's Kirby Smart and Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, hands down, definitely Kirby. Kirby's been been around so long.
And then I think Lane Kiffin's the other one. Everybody else, you know what I mean, the last couple of years. Now you can say Hugh Freeze, he was in SEC, then he left, then he came back. But like longest like continuous tenure, it's those two coaches, man. So with that being, reason I brought that up because you look at Florida coach, we call him on a hot seat. It might be some, you know what I mean? It's gonna be some young coordinators gonna get that position. You can't go to remember the old model SEC. Oh, we want an SEC bound coach. That's one of the reasons Auburn wanted Hugh Freeze instead of going really like I wanted to go get Dion. You know what I mean? They wanted an SEC. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave Hugh Freeze alone today. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give him a couple of weeks. We're gonna really see what it is. You know what I mean? But right now, you're right. Like I'm looking at these coaches. That's the reason I brought it up. Who would be if they were to get rid of him? Who would you consider being a top candidate for a coach right now?
I mean, it'll definitely be one of the young gunners. I don't know who would probably have the head start as of right now at this point, since it's so early in the season. But I don't know. Maybe Ole Miss offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you get somebody maybe out of Sarkisian's staff, offensive coordinator, but Sarkisian mostly called the offense on his side. I mean,
I would say that too.
It's gonna sound crazy, man, because he's already in the state. I wouldn't be surprised they try to go get Gus Malzahn.
That's not a bad pick. Gus Malzahn was a good coach. Y'all just being Auburn. Just
don't start with this now. Don't start.
You know that, and that's why I say Auburn. Y'all have the Tennessee effect. You know, you just get rid of Philip Fulmer, and you see what's been happening. They just rebound. You know what I'm saying with the coach they got now. So Auburn. Auburn.
I mean, but yeah, it's so you really. I would say probably get somebody off Kirby's staff. That probably be offense. I mean, well, we stole Monkey from, you know what I mean, to come to Baltimore. So I mean, it's I just want to bring that up. Like you look at like the younger coaches now, it's going to be younger coaches. You don't have them old SEC heads that kind of switch schools and blah blah blah. You don't have that anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
Some days are gone.
And like I said, that was the silver lining that came from Nick Saban retiring was we got rid of our offensive coordinator who I didn't like.
Yep.
Calling those basic ass plays.
Well, you like Sarkisian now. Sark was beautiful.
I'm talking about this last one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this last one that we had.
Yeah.
Him and Kevin Steele, which is another name that's been around for exactly.
He is not gonna get no head. No.
Yeah. No, I'm saying this is the silver lining that Nick Saban left that we got rid of the offensive coordinator that I didn't like and the defensive coordinator that I didn't like, who basically were, stuck in their ways. Definitely Kevin Steele. I mean, we watched what Sarkisian them did this last year because he's stuck in his ways. So, I mean, that was the silver lining. And I like the young gunners. I mean, I like what Washington is doing. Washington ex-head coach, our head coach now, Caleb DeBoer is doing. Yeah, I like his style. You know what I'm saying? He mixes it up on offense. The defensive coordinator he has, he's definitely a play caller. As you see, we were blitzing and doing much more, and more schemes. Which it looks great, man. It looks amazing for real. So I'm definitely happy with where we are at this point in time.
Yep, that might be the only reason I think Florida coach got a job right now. They don't know who to replace with.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. It's the first
week. I guarantee by week 4, week 5, they're gonna know.
I'm about to say, get about week 7, 8.
They're gonna have a lead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna have a lead. They got somebody. I guarantee they got a consultant right now. Find us our next head.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. You know how they do with them consultants.
Yep. They ain't got them on the payroll. Hey, find me somebody right now. Clemson might be in the same boat. That might be the only reason. Like, I guarantee somebody is paid a consultant for Clemson, and somebody paid a consultant for Florida to find them a next head coach.
Yeah, easily.
And you got to be real special with Clemson. You got to be real. You got to find a right person for Clemson. And right now, you don't know who that right person is. So now, if you're, you know what I mean, if you are an offensive coordinator in collegiate football, you're basically getting evaluated right now for a head coaching job for some schools that's about to be on a hot seat now.
And I was going to say, Dabo could get another job. I mean,
on TV first.
Yeah, definitely that. But I'm telling you, he's not though. If they look at his approach as the same, if he doesn't change, like I said, if he's not adjusting with the times, then he definitely won't be a head coach in this era.
Not. That's why I say he'll find a job. It'll be on TV. I mean, the way he want to coach, he the way his philosophy is more geared towards high school as of today. But high school is changing to NIL money real soon. So already give high. So your next step is probably looking at professional, where you got a GM managing all that type of stuff. But the NIL stuff, you ain't gonna be able to get away from unless you go into a military academy.
Yeah, it's always for him.
I mean, that just point blank period. If you gotta, and I'll be real with you. So Clemson don't have a sorry roster. They don't.
They don't.
I mean, they just need a couple of pieces replaced, but they got a good roster. What we trying to say, I'm surprised that the players that they got right now is actually staying around with no NIL money or limited NIL money. Because they probably still getting some, they just ain't getting them high dollars.
Right.
So I'm surprised they're sticking around for that.
Yeah, man. It's probably just, sometimes it is tough to leave when you build a rapport and you got so much camaraderie with some guys. It's tough to leave because it's like leaving your brothers, your friends. That's tough to do and go somewhere else. But it's gonna make it easier.
Getting that bag, because if that was you, Mark, I'd be like, hey, bro, I don't know why you still here, man. Hey, bro, you need to go transfer, bro. Go over there.
Man, I'm telling you, because if I get $3 million for transfer and go NIL, y'all be there every week. They coming. The homies is coming, no doubt about it. They'll pile up in the car.
Hey, let me ask you this question, Mark. So this question got asked to and you sent it to me when they asked Deion Sanders, the 19-year-old Deion Sanders, how you would be if you got NIL money. So I'm gonna ask you this, Mark, because I know what you were going through at UAB. If it was you at 19 years old with this NIL money?
It'd be totally different. It'd be totally different. We might own a store in CPT, boy. We have a whole grocery store, gas station in Crichton by now, but so why are we playing? Yeah, it'll definitely be totally different, man. I mean, it's better for the families too at the same time.
Yeah.
The players have kids in college and everything.
Yeah.
So we know where most of these players come from, the situations. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm happy for them all, but hey, it'll definitely be totally different, bro. Definitely. Yeah, no doubt about it, bro. You thought I had the navigator hooked up back then. And look, and that was we were doing that with chump change, sort of.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey man, so let's talk about Colorado, man. Because we know we had a show right before the Colorado game kicked off, and then now we're gonna recap on that, man. They still having the same one thing we both said before we ended in our last episode right before that game. We said we want to see what the trenches look like. We want to see where their offense line, their defense line. Me and you, neither. I think pretty much majority of America never had a question about none of their skill backs, the quarterback, wide receivers. You know what I mean? Even the running back, even though he ain't getting no holes that he should have, and they DBs. We didn't have no question about that.
Nope.
We said something. We want to see what the offense line, defense line, trenches are going to look like, and they having the same issues, bro.
Same issues, man. I mean, they look like they beefed up more. I can say that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same issues. I mean, I seen Shador running for his life on a couple plays. He still had to bail out the pocket a lot. The defensive line they were messing up plays, missing plays. Like I said, their three technique was good. The three technique was good.
Yeah, they defensive line. I say this. I think they was getting beat more on a scheme, not necessarily because some of the defensive line was actually they was disrupting the plays, but then once he get out the pocket, the linebacker was gone. They was in doggone man coverage, back turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. So I mean, they blew a couple running assignments. As far as they had those same run plays, that same delayed draw. That seemed like the play of the first week. They missed a couple of plays on that one, but I mean, it was like some of the same issues that they've had. And that's what I was saying. In the three technique, he definitely had a good game to me. He played good. He probably had a second too. But I mean, hopefully they got time. They got time to get it situated. I don't know. Did you see what Warren Sapp his coach is? His coaching. He's not like a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, they didn't have enough room, so they named him it's not an analyst. It was like something. I know what you're talking about.
It is like an analyst. I thought I sent it to you. It's a senior defensive quality control analyst.
Yeah. Because they ain't have they know he won't be able to be there 100% of the time.
Right.
So they kind of, you know what I mean? They don't even have him on a full-time salary too. I don't think so also. But
you know who was doing the talking though?
Oh yeah, of course he need to be.
Right, exactly.
Because he's still working with them linemen. And he worked with the linemen one-on-ones too. Because he came on and said, hey, they give me calls to make hey man, why are you in the hot tub, man? You need to be we got questions. So they hunger for it. They got to keep that hunger, man, because I hope this game motivate them for, hey, we messing up. You know what I mean? Now, on the flip side of that, you got the haters that's on Deion's side. You know what I mean? You got the people that love him, and you got the people that hate him. Now, the people that hate want him to fall. They say, oh, they just barely beat the FCS school. What's my next question is, what's your Power 5 school that you like? had them schedule. Ask your SAAD to schedule North Dakota State.
Yeah, if anybody knows anything about football, North Dakota State has never been a pushover.
Yeah.
At all. They are one of the toughest schools probably to play out. To play out the FS or the FCS. I'm sorry.
FCS,
yeah. But like I say, and they go to the championship deep in the playoff every single year.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you know anything about football, North Dakota State is not one of those pushover teams at all. So
you do
they
not have a
played
lot
the game.
Of high schools lining up to play doggone North Dakota State.
Not at all. Not at all. Nope. You don't see it. Think about it. You don't see that at all.
Because I want to say they have won 7 out of 8 last Power 5 schools that they played.
Yeah, I definitely can believe it. It's the same sentiment as some coaches. I forget who it was, but some coach got mad that they scheduled App State.
That was Matt Brown.
Well, it sure was. It was USC. He got mad.
He's like, I'm tired of playing App State. I don't want to play them no more. Yeah. Even though he's winning, he's like, man, I do not want to play them.
Yeah, man. Because they bring the house when they come.
Yep.
And they come full speed ahead. They punch you in the mouth. Yeah, you're gonna really have to play these schools. It ain't one like you say when they pay to play game.
Yep. North Dakota State. They ain't no. So people that always say, "Oh man, who your Power 5 school is?" And they better won a national championship the last 10 years because if they didn't, I guarantee you that AD ain't trying to line up against North Dakota State. They not trying to do that. No, that team right there, they come hungry. You know what I mean? They one of the FCS schools that they can flip kids from a Power 5 to them. You know what I mean? They are the one-to-ones that they can do that.
Yeah, and if you like I say, just wait till about December whenever the playoffs come up for FCS. Just wait and look who's going to be playing. Just watch.
And you know what? Also, so that's another game that started out kind of bad in Colorado's standpoint. But notice the second half they actually locked it down. But you know the reason why, because they have no film on North Dakota State because their head coach is brand new. He got new staff on there, and they still doing it. You know what I'm saying? So they had to figure out exactly how they want to adjust, and they figured out on the second. So they slowed it down a lot. So it was a tough game. They was able to. Colorado made a lot of mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes. You know what I mean? Even mental mistakes, and also just like if they didn't have Travis Hunter, they would have lost that game. That was just point blank, period. And that dude is on a whole different stratosphere than everybody else in college football right now.
Just give him the Heisman, like we said. Just what are we waiting on? There's no need. Just give him the Heisman. I mean, like I said, you only see players come around once so in a while that play both offense and defense. And like I said, they usually do it, in spurts. But this man plays almost every single snap of the game.
And he's been doing it since high school.
That's crazy.
Like he's been doing it since high school, and you can tell the real fans of college football. So, it was just one game. The man that did that every snap when he was at Jackson State.
Sure did.
You forget that he played at Jackson State. He did it all last year. He got hurt one of those plays, but he did it last year. He's doing it again this year. Yeah, that man's for real. That man ain't just no one-night show.
Yeah, he's the real deal. Tyreek Hill, he tweeted. He said, "If you got the first pick, I don't care what you need. You better be picking Travis Hunter."
So let me ask you this, Mark. And they've kind of been going around, floating around, or whatever. Do you see him playing both sides of the ball and at the next level?
Yeah, he can. Yep, I definitely see it. He can do
full game.
No, not a full game.
Okay, all right. I got you.
No.
Kind of do like what Deion was doing. He got to pick a position. Either it's going to be offense or it's going to be defense, and the other one we can fill you in on certain things.
Right. Yeah, so he'll be more.
What do you think he's going to target? You think he's going to do offense or defense?
I think defense. I think he's defensive minded.
Yeah,
I think he'll definitely more so be a defensive player.
Okay.
For the majority of the game in the league.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't see him. I'm not gonna say it's no way possible, but I just don't see how you can withstand in the NFL playing offense, defense, 100% of the plays. I don't see that. When you got to face guys like if you're playing defense, you got to face guys like Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, I mean AJ Brown, CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Like I don't see you able to guard them all game, then flip it, and then play against defensive play like Sauce Garner. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't see you able to do that a whole game.
No, that's tough. That's tough because you're playing on a different level now.
Yeah. Imagine if whatever team he's with, imagine if he's playing against the Miami Dolphins. You got to guard Tyreek Hill all game, and then on the flip side, you got Ramsey that you got to get guarded by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's tough, man. It's tough to do. That's why people don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Or you playing against the Cowboys. You got CD Lamb that you guarding all game. You got to come back and get guarded by Diggs the whole game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's too tough to do. So he definitely wouldn't be able to do that in the league. But yeah, it'll be sporadic. It'll be here and there, plays here and there. He can do.
Yep.
Like I said, like Deion did.
Yep. So I mean, but like I said, this Colorado, man, let me ask you this question. Is it solvable this year for the offensive line, defensive line?
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. It can be fixed. It definitely can be fixed. Hopefully it get fixed.
They got the personnel to fix it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, like I say, I don't think that's a problem at all. It can be taken care of. I said, they got better players and they got better coaches at this point. So
okay.
It'll be handled. It'll be handled. Okay. Like we said, that was a great team that they played at the same time. So that team, that team would beat a lot of, like we said, FBS schools. So they'll get it fixed. That was like a playoff team. That's, you know what I'm saying? North Dakota State, I would rank them, if they played in this league, they probably be ranked like they'll be top 17 to 25.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that was a good team that they played.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right. Hey, man, while we still on college football, before we switch over to NFL, man, this question got floated around on I forgot what Instagram page it was on, but I said, man, that's a great way of thinking and a great analogy of who you would have to cut. So they named 4 college quarterbacks at their prime. All right. Vince Young, Michael Vick, Cam Newton, and Tim Tebow. If you had all 4 of them, who would you have to cut?
As tough as the decision is, I mean, it's crazy. It'll probably be Vince Young.
Vince Young.
Yeah.
Hey, really?
Yeah, because you're not cutting Michael Vick.
Oh no.
So let's not. We don't even have to speak on that one. Yeah. Tim Tebow. I mean, Tim Tebow is one of the greatest leaders and performers of a college football team, back to back. You talking about back to back champions? You know what I'm saying? Just a man who can lead men, and do it at a high level, game after game, year after year. I mean, you definitely not cutting him. Cam Newton. I mean, as much of an Alabama fan I am, you're not cutting Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, his name is Cam, not Scam. Hey, man, say that name right, man.
You're not cutting Cam Newton, man. He was a dominant force in himself. So you're not doing that at all. So who would you cut? I mean, would it be Tim Tebow over Vince Young?
That's my dilemma right there. It ain't Michael Vick and Cam. It ain't It ain't those two.
At all. It wouldn't be.
That's a tough one, bro.
I'm not cutting Tim Tebow. You can't do it. It is tough. It's real tough. I mean,
and I'll tell you another reason why I said, to me, it might have to be Tim Tebow. And the only reason why I'm saying that, because the other three have better arms than he do.
Yeah, of course they do, throwing the ball.
Yeah.
But I mean, but running a whole system, you know what I'm saying? The quarterback running that system, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, in and out, you know, for years.
Urban Meyer he was in the right system with Urban Meyer. It's not too many other systems in college ball that Tim Tebow would have probably performed at that highest level. Not saying he was going to be not a scrub. I'm not saying that. I'm saying at that level, he ran that scheme very, very well under his system, because I think some of the limitations we had that doggone, like, you know what I mean, roundabout throw. You know what I mean? The other three had natural arms. You get what I'm saying? Like,
no. I totally understand what you're saying. Wholeheartedly. I just couldn't cut Tim Tebow. Like I said, just to be able to do what he did at the highest peak, at the highest level in the SEC.
Yeah.
Back-to-back champions in the SEC. 2 years, and they could have been 3. I just don't think.
I still remember that. I think it was 2006. They won football and basketball.
They did, and 7. Both. It was like both.
Yeah,
man. So
I mean, that's a hard one though, bro. You know what I mean?
It's real hard.
That's a hard one, man.
You know, I had to think on it. I definitely had to think on it.
So, man, hey, man, let's switch gears to NFL. Well, let's switch gears to NFL, man. Let's switch gears to NFL. Obviously, bro, Thursday is a great day for me, but it could be a bad day for me too. Also, my Baltimore Ravens facing Kansas City Chiefs on my birthday, which is Thursday, and I'm a little nervous about this game, bro.
Why are you nervous, man?
You know what I mean? Well, it's multiple reasons. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also on the flip side to be very mad. It's a lot of different ways I could take this, because obviously it's a roster changes happen, so that is what it is, because that's part of NFL with contracts and stuff. But I'm a little nervous because, you know, hey, Kansas City, they only got better. They didn't get worse. They didn't lose any key piece that would put them down. Now, we did lose a linebacker. We lost Quinn. We didn't lose Raekwon Smith, but we lost Quinn to the Steelers, you know, which our real rivalry. So I'm a little nervous on that aspect of how we're going to look. We gained Mark Henry, so I'm happy about that. Now we win. I'm gonna be
Derrick Henry.
I mean Derrick. Yeah, Derrick. I'm sorry.
You are rational, man.
Yeah. Because we talked about him on a couple episodes ago. But, Derrick Henry. But if we win, you know what I mean. I hope we win. I'm gonna be mad because, like, man, we could just ran the freaking ball, bro. So it's multiple things that I'm looking at with this game. It's a great kickoff NFL though. On Thursday, that's a great matchup. It possibly compete, and I forgot to even bring this up. It could possibly compete probably more viewers than the Colorado game last Thursday when they played North Dakota State, which I forgot to bring that up, which is ESPN said that was the biggest season opener game for them in the last 7 years, about 49%. That's tremendous for a Colorado and North Dakota State game. So that shows you that prime effect. Now, going back to this game right here could be a high number viewership game, just like that game is. And also, that is the true first game of NFL season.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, it definitely will be a high ranked watching viewership game. The Chiefs and the Ravens. Oh man. Yes, this is almost like a playoff game to start off the season. So, what is it on? Is it going to be on Amazon?
Well, that's a great question.
I
get that.
Well, it has to be, because they
I get that because you know now NFL so greedy, man. They doggone on Peacock, Hulu, Amazon, bro. I mean, good gracious, man. Hold on, I'm gonna give you that.
So just to let you know, while you look at
it's on NBC Peacock.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
So they're gonna play on both of them, NBC and Peacock.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now the Friday game, it's a Friday game though. It's a Friday game, so it's third. Remember they playing. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. They can't step on.
Right.
So it's Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Right. So the Friday game is a great one too.
Yeah.
That's Green Bay against Philadelphia. Now that game is just on Peacock.
Right. Yeah.
So that game is solely on Peacock, but the Thursday game matchup is on NBC and Peacock.
That's all I need. And just to let you know, I had a situation like you this morning. I wake up and Direct TV and ESPN are beefing.
Oh, I see that. My dad called and told me. I said, but my dad, he in the mid-70s, man. I can't. I said, man, just get YouTube TV. And I forgot, man. I don't even know what type of TV my parents got, man. They might got. I don't even think I'm pretty sure they ain't got smart TVs. I know they got a flat screen, but they don't got the smart TV. Yeah, they ain't gonna get one until that one dies, and they're gonna be forced to go get something. Then they're gonna be confused about it.
Right.
So, but go ahead, man.
yeah. You know that's what them kids call them, the big TV, fat bags.
Yeah.
No. That's what I was telling you. So I mean, just to wake up and I have like no ESPN channels at all, no SEC network. Yeah. So you know what's gonna happen. They on the clock.
YouTube TV, bro.
Yeah, but and well, I do have a Fire Stick, so
Yeah, you just put it on there, man, and they ain't finna. So you gotta realize who own. We streaming on YouTube, so that's look. People forget how big YouTube is. YouTube is under Google. That ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? They ain't finna be beefing with no. They ain't going nowhere because they ain't finna beef with them. They already know. Direct TV, many people ain't have get rid of satellite dishes already. You remember, I got rid of Spectrum cable. I said, man, it wasn't no reason for me to keep Spectrum, man. First of all, I'm paying cheaper with YouTube TV. I'm getting a lot more sports channels, a lot more everything with them. So I had to cut the cord, man. I was like, bro, I'm done. And Direct TV, it seems like Direct TV is more with the issue than anything else. They trying to get more. They try not to pay as much.
Yep.
But y'all losing people, man, by first of all letting this happen during football season. That's the wrong time. You could have did this during basketball season. Why don't we ever do this during basketball season?
Terrible, man. That's why I said they on the clock. You got 24 to 48 hours before you lose $9 billion. I bet you. You think people can stand by let this happen for football season? It's over for you. You can lose so much money at this point in time. But they did to themselves, like you say. But as you can see, like we've been talking all year long about these TV contracts.
Yeah,
so everybody fighting for these TV contracts right now.
Yep, and Direct TV is a slow. It's dying anyway. You know what I mean?
They archaic. Yep.
Yeah, they dying anyway, man. So. They better get their stuff together, bro. Because y'all about to lose everybody. Because YouTube TV just sitting back and watching like. Oh no, we ain't gotta promote it. Everybody gonna come over here anyway.
Yeah, YouTube, Hulu, they just sitting back, just twiddling their fingers.
Yep. So man, hey, but what you think gonna happen with this game, man? Baltimore and Kansas City, man. What's your take?
I think it's gonna be a great game. We're gonna see.
I
hope y'all run the ball and y'all better. I mean,
now we better when we get
Henry. You got Derrick Henry, so I'm sure you didn't get him for no reason. But it's definitely gonna be spectacular, man. It's gonna be a good game. I mean, I think Patrick Mahomes then gonna pull it off. I just don't. I don't bet against Mahomes no more, man. I learned my lesson. I don't think I ever did.
Sure. They usually start off slow anyway.
They do. They
usually start off slow anyway, man. So, I mean, tell me about the Green Bay and Philadelphia matchup, man. Because on Friday, I mean, that's back-to-back days. Philadelphia made some changes too, just like Baltimore did. They added, Saquon Barkley to their backfield. but they lost a big component on the offense, which I think that's one of the biggest components you have is Kelsey, your center. Just lost that, and then you lost London Fletcher for retirement too. Also, not London Fletcher, but what's it? Fletcher. I can't remember his first name, but you lost Fletcher on the defensive side of the ball too for retirement, which they weren't stopping the run last year in the first place. So now you just lost him to retirement, and I'm a little nervous about their defense. And then you spoke highly, and I spoke highly of them too. It's Green Bay offense. So I'm taking Green Bay over that game, man.
Yeah, I could definitely. Well, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
I gotta see how their defense scheme is. I'm not worried about Philadelphia offense not moving the ball this year. They used to start off fast. They complete opposite, but I'm not seeing an issue with Philadelphia moving the ball, especially with Saquon Barkley in the backfield, and then you got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith at wide receivers. I don't think it's going to be any issues with that. I'm more worried about their defense being able to stop Green Bay offense.
Man, we're just going to have to see how this turmoil is going to work out with Philadelphia, Sirianni, and Jalen Hurts at this point in time, and offensive coordinator. So I think the Eagles definitely can pull it off, but I hope they have that settled inside their camp. By week 1, you definitely hope all that's taken care of. To prevent any additional outside noise and distractions. Yeah. But I think they'll pull it off. I mean, I definitely believe in Jordan Love, at the same time in the offense in Green Bay, just based on his performance and what he did last year to Dak. He didn't do it to the Cowboys. He did it to Dak.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Mark. What you doing Sunday, man?
When? Sunday. Well, this coming up Sunday?
Yeah.
Watch football.
It's an interesting game on Sunday.
Which one, Lionel?
It's in your city.
Somebody,
Russell Wilson coming to Atlanta.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey, what the Water Boys say on their podcast? What song they gonna play?
Mm-hmm. All right. There's some Gucci feel.
Hey man, you need to see you get some tickets for that game, man. Hey man, that might be a game you need to come to, right there.
Yeah, man, I rather tailgate. I mean, that's not saying nothing to say about that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, man, I think that's gonna be an interesting matchup, man. But you gotta think about it, man. So now, boy, this week right here is full-fledged of football, man. And I know all the men, they had to put their notices in to their significant others. Like, hey, it's that time of year. You can have me back on basketball season. But right now, that time of year, man, and think about this, college football is fully kicked off. Now you got the NFL kicking off on Thursday. So think about this. And I'm a real football head. I follow all the way to the youth level, man. So sure, you got high school JV on Thursday. You got the NFL kicking off on Thursday. You got Friday Night Lights. I love high school football, so that's Friday. Then you got NFL on Friday. You got Saturday, all the matchups on Saturday with college. You got Sunday. You got Monday Night Football. Bro, it's on right now, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is. And we're gonna start you're gonna start seeing these Tuesday, Wednesday games in a minute. From the MAC conferences and American conferences. They coming soon too. So
they're gonna try to get to 7 days a week. And look at the Monday's matchup, man, for the NFL. You got New York playing against San Francisco.
Interesting matchup. That's
a real interesting matchup right there.
Yeah.
Hey, what they just did a couple of days ago? Who the 49ers re-signed?
Brandon.
Now who's the big cornerback at for the Jets? Sauce Gardner.
They play the Jets or the Patriots?
No, they play the Jets.
The Jets. Okay.
It's the Jets and San Francisco playing Monday night.
Oh, okay. You said the Patriots.
No, if I did, my bad. I said the Jets. It must be supposed to be New York Jets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
They better resign Brandon Ayuk, which they did, because whoever behind him, Sauce Gardner gonna have him on a lockdown.
Yeah, but he has to throw it to him. So who's not saying?
Brent Williams, and which I don't. Matter of fact, Mark, since you said it, because it's happened every time we record. Something changes right after we record this, and I can't go back and edit it. So I want to make sure, because I ain't heard it today. They still haven't resigned. Let me see. Hold on.
No, sir.
Nope, he ain't resigned.
Nothing moving right now.
Nothing moving. So, oof. If you don't resign this man before, I tell you right now, they need to take a page out of Jerry Jones' playbook. You can play the long game if you want to.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Don't do
play
it.
The long game, and Purdy gets sacked more than 2 times that game, and it came off the left side where Trent Williams supposed to be at. That man is not going to be asked for the same price that y'all just try to offer him.
No way, y'all. You had to pay me more.
You got to pay him more. He gonna when they call his phone, only thing you got to play the little short clip of Fat Joe saying yesterday's prices is not today's prices.
Yeah, and if it's Trent Williams' phone, I let it go to voicemail, and I had Deion song playing. Must be the money. Well, you got to pay me at this point.
You got to pay me. Yeah. Hey, you trying to go out there to pay me, man?
Yeah. Keep letting them get sacked, and I'm not paid. Oh, don't let them get hurt now. I mean, then they're gonna want to fire the GM.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, Mark. I'm gonna tell you something. If Trent Williams ain't signed by that Monday night game, you know all the blitz is coming from.
What? If I'm the defensive coordinator, we fantastic. We stunned like baby Lil Wayne. We doing all kind of stunts. Inside, outside, switch, cross, blitz, zone blitz. Everything come from that side, boy. Everything.
Hey, whoever over that ball gonna be sweating. He be coming the sideline. God, what the hell is going on, man? Oh, you don't supposed to be there, bro. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I know Shanahan probably sweating right now. He's trying to get that game plan ready for what's coming off that end. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Good luck to Purdy, man.
Hey, good luck to him, boy. I'm telling you. Hey, as a quarterback, hey, you played quarterback in high school. As a quarterback, how would you feel coming in that game?
Man, I'm pissed. I'm cussing out the GM. Everybody. What's going on? I'm signing this man. Yeah, I like here playing with my life. Behind $1 bill. Y'all don't sign this man. You keep me here.
Oh man. Hey man, well we're gonna hit our last topics, man, for the day, man, on this Labor Day day. There'll be NBA, bro. You know, now the big buzz right now is Caitlin Clark in, which she's always been the big buzz this year, but you know, they getting in a great situation in playoff seeding, man. So the question I'm gonna ask, like how they asking all over social media and sports platform, do you Caitlin Clark can take the Fever deep into the playoffs?
Yeah, because I mean, it's Kelsey Mitchell too at the same time. You know, who's
Yep.
playing with Caitlin Clark. You know, she balling too.
Yep.
She had like what? She had like 38 the other night. You know,
Yep.
and Caitlin had like 26. So, like I said, they
Yep.
gelling at the right time, man.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't think. I think they might be unstoppable in a minute, but you know they're balling. She's still setting records. Caitlin Clark seems like she's setting a record, you know, every other week.
Uh-huh.
I mean, all of them are balling for real. Yeah, Asia Wilson, she went 41-17 the other night. I mean, yeah, Lee, you know, Angel Reese, she set the single season rebounding record the other
She over
night.
there
So,
like, yeah. I think
yeah,
she's like games of double doubles right now.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, man.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that she can't take them deep into the playoffs. Uh, I say this. I think they'll get a playoff. I don't know how deep. I can't say they're gonna go deep into the playoffs right now, because we know just like with any other sport that has a playoff, football, basketball, you know what I mean, even baseball to the, you know what I mean, College World Series, you call that a form of a playoff tournament, whatever you want to say. It gets real different. You see things that you ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, so but she's so young right now, she ain't seen the playoff play yet. You know what I mean? The things that ain't really been shown on regular season because they're playing so many games, she ain't seen all that yet. I mean, it gets think about it. It affects the NBA and doggone look how many games they got in a year. You know what I mean? They got doggone 80 plus games, and then they still see stuff that they ain't seen before, matchups they ain't seen before in a doggone playoffs.
Yeah, one thing about Caitlin, she's smart though. You know,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
adapts quick.
yeah,
She learns on the go well.
yeah,
So you know that contributes and that helps out a lot to your team too as well. So
yeah,
I think that's exactly what'll happen moving forward. Right, and that is the playoffs on every aspect from any sport. You know, you study film, but you never know if they throw something additional at you.
yeah.
So you know, I
Hey, you
mean,
already know it is. You know they're gonna
yeah,
throw something different at you.
yeah,
I mean, it's just what it is. And then by the time you see it, and by the time you adjust for the game's over with. You know what I mean? And now
mhm.
it's just that longevity period. She's gonna have to go. She's gonna have to experience that before I can say that she can go deep in the playoff. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, right. I mean, and like I say, it's not just her; it's a whole team.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah.
right,
Oh yeah.
right.
They gelling. They gelling great after the Olympic break though.
right. So yeah, man, we gonna see. We shall see. When do they start? I was trying to see when.
Well, right now they still got some ways to go, man. Like
Oh,
right now they go.
September 22nd.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So they still got a little bit of wait. They got few more weeks. You know what I mean, so their regular season game ends with the Mystic on September 19th.
Right.
Uh, so then that's when that that playoff hit piece started hitting. And they online for it because they right now are in the sixth spot
Right.
between them and Phoenix Mercury. Chicago Sky they in that 8th spot, but they got a long way to go, man, because they 11-21. Indiana 17 of 16, so they still got some ways to go with that, man. But Chicago gonna be scary next year, especially if they don't make the playoffs. That mean they'll pick somebody up in the draft, real good. Also, because they'll have that high seeding. Um, but Angel Reese, man, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about that. And I was nervous that she wasn't gonna be able to do this in college, which I mean in pro, which I came back and corrected. You know what I mean? I came back and say, man, I didn't expect this. her rebounding skills, man, playing under the board like that. She was battling Angel Wilson, bro, like on rebounds and getting them. So with her doing that, I mean, Chicago gonna be that scary team next year. Indiana, oof, they got people on notice this year, and you know what I mean. So like I said, I'm not gonna say Indiana will go deep in the playoff, because like I said, she hasn't experienced that playoff ball. You see how long it took her to adjust to start getting real consistent right now. This is the third, almost the fourth half of the, you know what I mean, of her season. So it took her a good while to really get consistent at it right now. Now you throw that playoff piece into it, that's a whole different animal.
Yeah, we'll see. We sure gonna see. Like I said, they definitely been gelling. They definitely been doing good lately. They over 500 at this point in time. The marks. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. They've been balling. Well, we'll see what they do.
Yep.
When the playoffs start.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, man, hey, there was a great episode, man. And bro, it's gonna be a full-fledged week, man. Especially with football, man. This right now, they flooding us with it now, man. Okay, we got the game today. Then we got 2 more days. We kick off. You know what I mean? So you might well go ahead and get your YouTube subscription ready, because Direct TV ain't gonna have it right, man.
That's all right. I ain't counting on them. I ain't got time to wait. I'm not waiting on you.
I think I can see your referral code, and you might get some money off too. So you know what I mean? You might well go ahead and cut that cord. Once you go there, you ain't gonna never go back. You ain't gonna never go back.
That Fire Stick works just fine. I ain't even worried about you. Yeah,
but, man. Hey, I'm gonna let you end the mark, man. But I'm gonna say this, bro. Everybody, thank y'all for watching us. I've been seeing viewers watching us throughout the show. Right now, we over 2,400 subscribers on YouTube. A lot of people viewing our content. Thank you for that. Thank you, man. Mark, I'm gonna let you close it, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I say, another great week of football. We got a good game tonight. We'll see what goes on between Florida State and Boston College tonight. Definitely. Shout out. We're gonna send our condolences out to Johnny Gaudreau. You know, the player lost his life. Him and his brother on the week of their sister's wedding. I mean, that's definitely devastating for our family, man. So yes, send the shout outs to them. Like I said, definitely keep coming back, man. When you get a chance to, Lionel, check out, they have a new Netflix series, not series, but Science Stiller.
Okay. Yeah. With me. Yeah. I'm gonna check it out. I'm glad I'm gonna check it out.
Say that's pretty major. So when you get a chance, check that out. Whenever he was at Navy, he's definitely a man of the, of the flag. He's done what he's done for his country, so we sure appreciate him. But they said when he was in Navy, Navy had one of the winningest seasons. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Man.
Man.
So just check that out. It's called Science Stiller. Whenever y'all get a chance, that's something good to watch. But man, we appreciate everybody. Definitely.
Thank y'all. Enjoy the college football. We'll be back later on this week to close it out. We got a lot of great games and NFL kicking off. But hey, thank y'all for supporting our page, supporting our channel, YouTube channel. Our viewership and our subscribers are going up. Please keep subscribing, and thank y'all. Y'all have a great evening.
Take care.